Good afternoon. I'm Spot On Weather Meteorologist Matthew Euler, and we're going to take a look at the short range weather forecast for Southeast Virginia. All right, so we're going to start it off with the current satellite image and weather observations from across the area. And on the satellite image, the visible image here on the left, valid time 10:45 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Right now, there's a lot of sunshine over Southeast Virginia. There are some higher clouds off to the west, but other than the high clouds, it's a fairly clear day out there with lots of sunshine. If we look over here on the right-hand portion of the screen, temperatures are warming up nicely under that strong June sun. We have a temperature right now of 87 degrees at the Norfolk Airport. We have temperatures up to 87 degrees at Richmond as well. So it's very warm across the area already. Temps in the mid to upper 80s, and it's already that at 11 a.m. All right, so now moving on to the forecast, what we're looking for today, as of this afternoon, 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, what we have going on is we have an area of high pressure over the western Atlantic with a clockwise flow around it, which is basically bringing us light south to southwesterly wind flow today across the area. Most of the rain shower activity remains well to the south over the Florida Panhandle and also into eastern Tennessee and into eastern Kentucky. So what we're expecting today is mostly sunny, hot, and humid conditions with high temperatures in the lower 90s. So it's going to be very warm out there, so make sure you're taking precautions. We also are expecting muggy dew points between 65 and 70 degrees Fahrenheit. With heat index, which is a combination of both the higher temperatures and the higher humidity levels, heat index, what it'll actually feel like when you're out and about this afternoon, will be between 90 and 95 degrees. Moving on to the forecast for tomorrow afternoon, what we're looking for is there will be a cold front off to the northwest. There are some scattered showers and thunderstorms moving into portions of western Virginia tomorrow. I really don't anticipate we'll see much in the way of thunderstorms tomorrow here in southeast Virginia across Hampton Road cities. So we are expecting another hot, humid day with lots of sunshine tomorrow. High temperatures, once again, a repeat of today in the lower 90s, and the dew point levels, which is a measure of how muggy things feel, high muggy dew points between 65 and 70 degrees, pretty similar to today. And then heat index between 90 and 95 degrees. Again, exercise caution while outdoors. Forecast for Wednesday, the 14th of June. All right, so now with the 14th of June, the cold front actually gets closer to the area. And as a result, what we're expecting is more in the way of scattered showers and thunderstorms, more of a partly cloudy sky condition. It'll still be very warm, very hot, and humid. With those afternoon showers and thunderstorms, if we can get some in our area, that will be a much welcome relief in cooling down the temperatures. But the high temperatures are expected to be slightly cooler than Monday and Tuesday. On Wednesday, we're expecting highs in the upper 80s. And the dew points will continue to be high between 65 and 70 degrees Fahrenheit. And the heat index values, this is mainly before scattered showers and thunderstorms move in the area. Also, it's going to continue to feel like between 90 and 95 degrees for Wednesday with those heat index values up there. Thursday, what we have happen Thursday is we have this area of high pressure that's situated off of the New England coast, and it's trying to nose its way down from the northeast. And this is what we refer to in the weather business as a backdoor cold front. And this happens occasionally throughout the summer months where you get this temporary relief. You get a nice, cooler maritime polar air mass that comes in off the North Atlantic waters. And it usually will extend down to the North Carolina-Virginia border, that frontal system. So we usually are on the northern side temporarily and get a nice break from the humidity and that heat. So what we're expecting on Thursday, the front is going to basically move through, but then it's going to stall out just to our south over the North Carolina-Virginia border. And when that happens, we cannot rule out afternoon showers and thunderstorms just by the nature of the fact that our frontal boundary in itself is an area of lift in the atmosphere. When you get these warmer summertime temperatures and the humidity levels rise, that is a recipe for lift along frontal boundaries. So we expect cooler conditions for our area, but we still have the chance of afternoon showers and thunderstorms on Thursday, the 15th of June. High temperatures, look at the drastic drop between Wednesday, upper 80s, to Thursday, high temperatures only in the lower 80s. We do expect also, I wanted to point out, is Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we're looking at mainly a south-southwest wind. And then by Thursday, we actually have a wind shift to the east-northeast as that frontal boundary stalls just to our south, and this high pressure area with its clockwise flow will bring in some slightly cooler temperatures off the Atlantic Ocean. And then forecast for Friday, 17 June, to end the work week. To wrap up your work week, we're looking at partly cloudy conditions, warmer, back a little bit warmer again, afternoon showers and thunderstorms as that frontal boundary continues to sit along the North Carolina-Virginia border on Friday. And we are expecting high temperatures to creep back up into the middle to upper 80s on Friday. Now, this is of interest. We'll be keeping an eye on the tropics all season, all hurricane season long. Now that we're in hurricane season, by the way, it runs until 30 November for the North Atlantic Basin. We will be watching for any tropical development, and so we'll have to keep an eye on that. The National Hurricane Center is predicting a slightly above average hurricane season across the North Atlantic. So we'll have to keep a close eye on things, and we will here at Spot On Weather. We'll be keeping an eye on things and updating you, providing special videos and special forecasting coverage as necessary with any tropical development that will impact the East Coast of the United States. But for next week, and the models have been hinting at this, both the American GFS and the European. I'm showing you an example of the GFS model. All right, it's been hinting at this for days that there's a possibility we could have a tropical system that's going to originate basically in the Bay of Campeche and then start moving more northerly into the Gulf of Mexico waters. Couple days ago, the models had the system further into the Central Gulf and then up into Louisiana, right in here, making landfall. However, now the models have shifted further to the west with the possible development of a low. We looked at the overall future forecast guidance, and it does indicate that this, as of right now, this would drift slowly to the north-northwest, basically between next Monday evening and Thursday, and just slowly drift its way towards southern Texas. If that's the case, we would have Brett on our hands. Here's the list of names for the 2017 hurricane season. We've already seen Arlene in the Atlantic Ocean, and now this system would be named Brett. So it's something we'll keep a close eye on. Looks like the interest along the Texas Gulf Coast and the Louisiana Gulf Coast, those would be the personnel and the people, the public needs to pay attention to that who live down in that area of the world. Nothing across the Atlantic Ocean, though. All right, so here's the 5-day forecast for Virginia Beach and the Hampton Road cities in general. Overall, we're expecting today a high of 92 degrees. Tonight, clear skies, 71. For Tuesday, we're expecting, again, mostly sunny conditions and 93, another hot one. By Tuesday evening, some very isolated showers and thunderstorms, especially closer to Wednesday morning. Low of 71 Tuesday night. Wednesday, notice the temperature cool down to 87. And we will see some afternoon scattered showers and thunderstorms again as a recap. And then Wednesday night and Thursday morning, we have a low of 69 degrees in the area. All right, and just as a reminder, we do post this 5-day forecast courtesy of USA Weather. We thank them for their allowing us to use the graphics. We do have an area forecast discussion on the left-hand column, hazardous weather discussion, storm assessment reports, short-term updates, and then, of course, this graphical icon. Also, this text forecast will break down this 5-day icon forecast in greater detail for your weather forecast. So the short-range final thoughts, what we're expecting here for Southeast Virginia over the upcoming 5 days is more of a typical summertime pattern that has set in. We have very warm temperatures and muggy humidity levels, very high humidity levels, making it feel extremely uncomfortable out there. High temperatures will be in the lower 90s through Wednesday, and then we expect those cooler temperatures to move in. Once we get that cool front to move through, it's very weak, but it's more of a backdoor cold front coming in from basically the North Atlantic Ocean. We'll have a temporary break on Thursday with cooler temperatures. We're dry through Wednesday afternoon, and then we get some scattered shower thunderstorm development. A cold front approaches again, resulting in that. And the frontal boundary will then stall along the North Carolina-Virginia border on Thursday and Friday, with afternoon scattered showers and thunderstorms developing along it. And again, an update on the tropics. We do not have, there's no tropical cyclone development expected over the western Atlantic Ocean over the next 3 to 5 days. But again, we will be watching the Gulf of Mexico closely next week for possible tropical development in this particular area of the western Gulf of Mexico. All right, and just as a reminder, you can follow us, Spot On Weather YouTube channel. Just look us up, go to YouTube, do the search Spot On Weather. Plenty of videos, including weather lessons, in addition to the forecast that you see. We also are starting a new video each month, a climatology video for what weather we typically see here in Southeast Virginia. Also, you can follow us, Spot On Weather, on Facebook, and that is under my name, Matthew P. Euler. If you look that up, you'll find a Spot On Weather there. And then Spot On Weather on Twitter and Instagram, we're there as well. And we also have Spot On Weather blogs that we occasionally will post on the Weebly website. All right, that wraps up the short-range weather forecast. This is Monday, June the 12th, 2017. And I certainly hope you stay cool out there, hydrate, drink plenty of fluids, and I hope everyone has a great Monday afternoon. That is all from Spot On Weather. Remember, if we're not spot on, we're not doing it right. Have a great day, everyone.